that pro win. And also qualified to Saskatoon and Nanjing through automatic allocation. So we'll see this Amsterdam team a couple of times. Here's Dimes. DeMayo on the move like the lease is up. He gets to his destination. Oh, nice back door, little joke. One apiece. Forgive me, Dnipro. I didn't introduce your players. My bad. Andriy Kozamaikin, Alexander Sizov, Stanislav Timofeyenko, and Maxim Zukurdayev. Or Zakurdayev, my bad. And there's a wet ball from long range, courtesy of Maxim. Ranked number 4 in Ukraine. Good player. Several national team appearances for him. As Vanderhorst hands it off. Royer got to the rim. Couldn't connect, and they're going to leave him all by himself. A little double dare. They double dared him. He ain't never scared. 3 up. And that one unable to be tracked down. Out of bounds it goes. A minute into this game. Pretty good scoring. 6 points combined. Flying Dutchman gets it over to Royer. Royer to the job. And the job, a little much on that shot, out of bounds. It will go. Over to the fellas in black, the Dnipro. Looking to pull off a shocker. Already a couple of games under their belt, so they're nice and warmed up. Joints and muscles are good and loose. As speaking of loose, Kozamaikin gets loose. The young gun on this team, 22-year-old, makes it a 1-point lead, but not for long. As Dimes used that quick first step to the left. Got to the rim and got a layup. 4 apiece. If you're new to 3x3, I'm sure you're enjoying the pace of this game. It is unlike 5-on-5 basketball, as you know. It's rooted in urban culture. We play outside. Specially made Wilson ball for outdoor play. Although sometimes we do play inside of malls as well. 12-second shot clocks. It's quick. Oh, Vanderhorst. He stays hydrated. Wet ball from distance, 6-4. Royer gets it over to Dimes. Dimes has like been in the weight room a little bit this year too. The running hook. I was talking to the Flying Dutchman this morning at breakfast. He said they haven't been quite as in sync as they would like to be. They also play 5-on-5 in Netherlands. They've been doing some individual training as well. So not really a chemistry thing. These guys have obviously spent a lot of time playing with each other the past several years. But just getting in sync, timing, hoping that things click in the way that they want them to click here in Chengdu. And hopefully for them, nobody be messing with their click. The job is fouled. Jesper will shoot one here. Jesper's been playing 6 years on the World Tour. Finished 5th overall at the Chengdu Masters last year. He had 24 points. They had some good showings. So far, Amsterdam up by 3. And layup missed. Missed opportunity there. Dimes swinging it. The job, no hesitation. Slingshotted that towards the rim. And he missed it. Dimes can't answer. Flying Dutchman can't track it down. So now Dnipro on the attack. Timofeyenko. yanks the nets. 7-6 game. Vanderhorst setting up. He decides to let it fly. Wet, wet, wet. Timofeyenko, he's tough. Using that strength down low against the Flying Dutchman. And then look at him. All over the Flying Dutchman's back. Whistle for the foul. Dnipro hanging right in here, though. Solid shooting from outside. 9-7 game. Look, some of the highlights in this one. Dimes having an imprint on this game. I mentioned earlier how I think their success is going to have a lot to do with how aggressive he is, how much confidence he has in himself offensively. Naturally, Vanderhorst is an unselfish player. Likes to pass the ball, likes to set guys up, but he's a talented offensive player as well. But I think he got to get big mad to have a really big game. So far, so good. There's that back door. And then a nice reverse. Dimes from Royer. Royer, he sets the table like a waiter. As the save, almost had a chance of making the save. That was crazy. Royer to the cup. Kicked out, missed. Jesper to Royer. Pulls the trigger. Bang, bang. 13-7 game. Foul call on the job. He's going to have a lunch break. Step out and get a rest. So it'll be Royer, Van Vilsteren, and Vanderhorst. Flying Dutchman with the steal. Royer open, lost his footing, still pulled the trigger. And he brought a strap. It is all safety, and he's spraying 15-7. Royer, defended well, trying to get it to Dimes, but the Flying Dutchman flies in. He's a smooth criminal. After the steal, can they turn it into some offense? Dimes! The floodgates are open. You better take shelter. And you can see that confidence is beaming from the young fella now. I told you, right on cue. He's been more money than an open safe. For Amsterdam in this one, they pulling away. Look at Dimes, look the defense off, little sleight of hand. It's like a cobra before he strikes, just lures you to sleep. And the next thing you know, the ball is dropping through the bottom of the nets. Van Vilsteren, Royer. Can't get any space with the cross. Oh, nice little fake. And then the fadeaway. Back rimmed it. Amsterdam within 4 of making easy work of Dnipro. Royer will step out. Every one of these Amsterdam players have represented the national team, winning silver at the World Cup 2018. Oh. Flying Dutchman, he felt like that was out of bounds off Black, but Vlad says no, it's off of you. Nine-point lead, Amsterdam. Two-piece, goes begging. Timofeyenko with the step back. And he couldn't cash in. Dimes, he's been that dude thus far. Oh, look at the step through and the sauce. Dimes. It's just killing them out here in Chengdu, 18-8. Now Dimes, nice dime from Dimes. Great touch on the passes. The job finishes it off, 19-8. Little gimme layup there. Kozimiakin. Makes it a 10-point game, but this one's probably going to be over with. If not this possession, then soon. This one a foregone conclusion. I don't think I've seen a 19-9 comeback. I've seen a 19-12 comeback. 10-point cushion this late typically spells doom for whoever is the team on the bottom. Royer decides to give it up to Dimes. Why not? Dimes fouled on the pass out. Only the 4th foul on Dnipro. I think that Amsterdam was accidentally attributed that foul. There we go. We got it fixed now. Concrete jungle where we Royer's pass stolen. And then a little defense to offense. Zakardayev. Flying Dutchman. Easy breezy. Game point, Amsterdam. Timofey Yanko. No. Royer swings through. Oh, decides to pass up the shot. I was saying earlier how Royer loves to distribute. I mean, he's a guard, obviously. Every Masters they competed in last year, he was a leader in overall key assists. Also one of the top rebounding guards for his size. But you see Amsterdam, I think the Flying Dutchman was just trying to trick me. He's like, yeah, you know, we haven't been quite in sync. You know, we're trying to, you know, get on the same page again. I don't see any issues. Look at the job with the hustle. The job coming in great shape this year, too. 34 years old. Looking young and spry. Still got all the hair on top of his head. He's in good shape. Dimes taking his time. Decides to kick it out. Oh, and Yabse couldn't find the mark from long range. Timofey Yanko trims into the lead. Still very comfortable. Dimes, he says, I want the screen. They run the pick and roll quite well, but Dimes passes it up, decides to launch the 2, missed it. Approaching 3 minutes left in this one. Game point for Amsterdam. Two-point to make for Dnipro would make it somewhat interesting. 5-point game. Back-to-back 2-point makes would make it very interesting. Although Amsterdam within 1 score make that done. Get the director's share. It is a wrap. It is over. And it is an Amsterdam 8-point victory. 21-13 over Dnipro. So all the top seeds have stayed the course thus far. Amsterdam the latest to get it done here in Pool D. Again, 21-13 W. They managed to get it done. And although DeMail Vanderhorst was probably the star of that game, we got to get it to the team leader, which is Jesper Jobse, who's down with Tristan Lavalette for a post-game interview. Tristan, it's on you, man.
Congratulations, Jesper. The team looks like they've come to Chengdu very confident.
Yeah, definitely. We feel really confident. After 2 weeks ago in Kunshan, we played really well there, and we find our rhythm and try to continue that right here.
And how important is it for the team when Aaron's hitting shots?
Definitely, you know, it's really important if Aaron and Mayo are making their shots. Like, we're an unstoppable team for sure.
Got another tough opponent next in Princeton. What are you expecting in that game?
No, we want to go for the challenge with them because we see them right now. In 3 weeks for a home crowd in Amsterdam at the World Cup, we see them again. So let's make a statement today.
Congratulations. Well done.
Oh, good.
All right, so yeah. Good job on that interview, sir. And welcome to the team this year, by the way, Tristan. Look back at the highlights in this one. We had some tasties, and what we're seeing is some of the less experienced teams. They're finding a way early on to make it interesting. but that experience really starts to show in the last 5 minutes or so of each game. These are guys that understand the moment. You can see the maturity really in Dons Vanderhorst as he took control of that game. I mean, he was getting buckets out here. So for Amsterdam, they'll hope that he continues to be as dominant, as aggressive as he's been offensively. Timofeyenko, pretty much the lone bright spot for Dnipro, but he couldn't do it all by himself. So they were a little bit top heavy, and as a result, they cannot hang with the big dogs out of Amsterdam. Speaking of Amsterdam, I should mention, we got the World Cup coming up in 3 weeks from Museum Plain, Amsterdam. I fell in love with the city after going to the Europe Cup a couple of years ago. So it is